nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
City of Romulus regular meeting agenda for Monday, March 26, 2018. We took a roll call vote earlier this evening, and all council members were present, for the exception of Councilwoman Abdo.
She excused.
Thank you. Number 1 is the agenda. Number 2, minutes. 3, petitioner. 4, chairperson's report. 5, mayor's report. 6A is the clerk's report. And 6B, treasurer's report. 7, public comment. 8, unfinished business. 9, new business. 10, communication. 11, warrant 18-06, and 12, adjournment. Motion would be in order to accept the agenda as presented.
So moved.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Talley, supported by Ms. Roscoe, for approval of the agenda as presented. Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth? Yes. Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
2A is approval of the minutes from the regular council meeting held March 12, 2018.
So moved for March 12, 2018.
Support.
Been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Roscoe, for approval of the minutes from the regular council meeting, which was held March 12, 2018. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved.
There are no petitioners this evening, so that takes us to number 4, the chairperson's report.
Thank you, Deputy Clerk. This evening at 6:30, we had a closed meeting consisting of our attorney opinion. And at 7 p.m., we had an open meeting study session. That was an update on our emergency operation plan. And at this time, the chair is going to recognize Reverend Willis.
Thank you so much, Mayor Pro Tem, to our mayor, to our city council men and women, and to our clerk and our treasurer in their absence, to our deputy clerk. It is good to be back here with you once again. I brought some good weather with us, and we'll bring a little rain with you tomorrow, but I'm praying for sunshine shall come soon. Now, you know this is Holy Week, and I'm here for you. I ask you for a request again for a permit that allow us to be able to have use our procession, which is on Good Friday. We walk from the historical park to the 5 Point at the Westland Church where we have our service at. So we're asking again for a no-fee permit to allow us to be able to begin walk. And Mr. Mayor, you're always there. You always show up and with us and carry the cross, so that our Mayor Pro Tem and anyone else that's there, come out and be with us. Get a chance to see the excitement of being able to carry the cross just for a little while in that procession. So that will be the event. If I might let you know what's going on, the event will start at 10 o'clock at the Westland Church for coffee and donuts. If anyone would like to come out and be a part of that, and then at about 10:45, we'll make our way back to the historical park with Shadow, and then we will bus, and then we will walk from the historical park back down Goddard to the Westland Church. There we will have a community service with non-denominational service with all our community members of churches will be there, and then we will have communion together. And this year we have one of our new pastors at the Western Church, and also Pastor Cole from the Union Grove Baptist Church will be bringing our message this year. So that's our lineup. We'd love to have you out there, council personnel, and you that's in the audience, and also you that at home come and fellowship with us on this. This is our Holy Week for us. We are very excited about this week, and we hope you are also.
Mr. Chair, I'll make
Yes.
a motion to request a no-fee permit to close Goddard Road from the historical park to 5 Points for the Good Friday walk on March 30th, 2018, beginning at 11 a.m.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Williams, for a no fee permit. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Webb? Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, and motion is approved.
Thank you so much. I will also contact the police department, let them know what time we'll be moving, so they don't have to wait for us the whole time. And then also, St. John Lodge is also, as they do each year, have agreed to come out this year and help close off and patrol some of the small streets, so we don't have to have all Romulus finest there with us during that particular day. So they're here tonight. We'll be there within our contact the police department, let them know what time we're starting, so they don't have to wait for us.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, Reverend Willis. And now I'd like to acknowledge St. John Lodge.
Mr. Mayor, Pro Tem, City Council, citizens of Romulus, good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Curtis Hall. I am the worshipful master of St. John's Lodge, number 44. And with me, my right-hand man, our senior warden, Charles Smith. And we are here tonight to extend an invitation to you, Mr. Mayor, the City Council, and the community of Romulus to come and join us for a gospel celebration at our annual prayer breakfast, which is on Saturday, April 14th at 9 a.m. at Wayne Tree Manor. Of course, there's a $25 donation for the tickets, and of course those donations go toward our annual youth day that we have in August, where we buy school supplies and have a picnic for the community. It's always a joyous affair. It's always good to get up in the morning and have someone pray for you and just give God the grace and have a good time. And we would love to extend our invitation to all to come join us that day. Mr. Senior Ward?
It's very little that I can add to that. Of course, where would we be if it were not for the power of prayer itself? We know the importance of it. And of course, this is extended not only to the neighborhood, but of course, we do pass flyers out and we go to various churches within the community itself. It is very important that we continue to be grounded in the Word of God. And as we go forward, this is always an annual celebration on our part. You guys have always supported us. We want to thank the mayor and the rest of the council members who are here. We thank you very much. You've always supported us in a very strong way. So we hope that this support will continue as we go forward. May everything that we do be done in love and in fellowship.
That being said, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. At this time, the chair is going to recognize Councilman Wadsworth.
Thank you, Mr. Barton. I'd like to mention a couple of things here, fundraisers for the Romulus Animal Shelter. First of all, on April the 14th, there's going to be a Pucks for Pets that's going to be held at the Taylor place on Telegraph Road, and the Romulus Police Department is going to play the Detroit Red Wings alumni. The tickets are $10 before and $15 at the door, and I want to thank the Romulus PD for getting involved with the animal shelter. And of course, on May the 11th, don't worry, it's going to be the 14th Romulus Animal Shelter Bowl-a-thon. I still have got some spots left. The sign-up sheet is at the bowling alley. I'm looking for people that want to donate prizes also. And both these events, all the proceeds will go right to the animal shelter. There's one other thing that I want to bring up, and being Easter week, I'm the Helping Hands. I went there last week, and I took a couple hams over there, and the lady told me that I was the only one that brought anything. So if anybody this week wants to donate, go over there to Helping Hands, not hams, and take your ham or anything else that you want to donate for these people for Easter coming up, because everybody needs something, and this organization does wonderful. And Mr. Kraut's not up here, but I'm speaking for him. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wadsworth. I have a couple of Ms. Webb would like to say something.
Yes, if I can get support, I'd like to make a memorial for Sharon Wilson. We knew her as Wilson. A lot of our children, they all attended school with Chucky and Derek. Tandra, who owns Puffer Red's clothing and record shop over in Wayne on Michigan Avenue. Belinda, They were a pillar in this community. Anyway, Sharon passed away last week. She was in Arizona, and her body was shipped back here, and the funeral was on Saturday. So if I could get support. Thank you. And for the resolution for her to be delivered to her family. Thank you.
Thank you. It's been motioned by Ms. Webb, supported by Mr. Wadsworth, for a memorial resolution. Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion is approved. I have a couple of announcements to make. One is from the Wayne County Household Hazardous Waste Collection. I'll just name some of the things that they'll be accepting. Household paints, satins, dyes, floor wax, floor care products, carpet cleaners, furniture polish, bathroom cleaners, stain removers, solvents, pharmaceutical waste, nail polish, glue, fertilizer, lawn, garden chemistry, automobile batteries, dry cells, antifreeze, motor oil, gasoline, computer CPUS, monitors, printers, scanners, keyboards and mice, cell phone, fax machine, copier, and television. Those are just some of the things. If you have any other things that you think they can collect, you can call this number, which is area code 734-326-3936. And that's 734-326-3936. And,
The location.
sorry, thanks, Councilwoman. The location would be Henry Ford College, and the address is 5101 Evergreen Road. This is in Dearborn, South Ford Road, in Dearborn, Michigan. Thank you, Councilwoman. And I have another announcement to strike out cancer with Team Romulus. It's a bowling fundraiser for American Cancer Society Relay for Life. And this is Friday, May the 25th, 2018 at 7 p.m. at the Romulus Lanes. And that's located 37453 West Huron Drive, and this is in Romulus. $20 per person, includes 3 games of bowling, shoes, and pizza. With that, that concludes the chairperson's report.
Mr. Chair, ask for a motion to accept your report.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Talley, to accept the chairperson's report. Ms. Roscoe,
Yes.
Ms. Talley,
Yes.
Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth.
Yes.
Ms. Webb.
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved. Thank you.
5 is the mayor's report.
Good evening, City Council, Deputy Clerk, and audience. Tonight, the quote I brought kind of ties into March in a couple ways. Reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body. And it was Reading Month in March at all the schools, a lot of fun, reading to kids and encouraging reading, but also the physical body and exercise. So we've had the Mayor's Fitness Challenge for 2018 going on, and I'd like to welcome up Andy McKay from the RAC to recognize some of those winners. Andy?
Mayor, council members, Madam Deputy Clerk, thank you for letting me come here and speak to you guys today. And Mayor, as always, thank you for lending your name and supporting us with the Mayor's Fitness Challenge, which this year was held for 9 weeks from January 8th to March the 12th. So think about what you were doing January 8th. The holiday season just gotten over. The cold part of winter had barely set in. The NFL playoffs were just about to begin, and I hadn't turned 40 yet. Seems like a while ago. If you're anything like me, the months of January and February bring dreariness, sadness. It's cold, it's icy. I'd rather stay under the covers than get out. Definitely rather stay under the covers than get out and go to the gym. Many feel the same way, but 163 contestants and our 6 finalists decided to go the other way, and they went to work. They did so with determination, they did so with drive, and they did so with diet. Being the manager at the rack, I'd love to tell you that all you have to do is sign up for a membership and the pounds will start dropping off, but we all know that that won't quite do it. It takes dedication and a mixture of diet and exercise. As our fitness trainers will tell you, you get fit in the gym and you get skinny in the kitchen. And our finalists are really to be commended for doing that. Our first place finalists on the women's side, I think out of the 2 months or the 9 weeks, I think she missed 7 days not coming to the gym. Our second place finalists on the women's side and our first place finalists on the men's side, a married couple. Together they lost about 60 pounds, just continually pushing themselves. And I mean, all of our contestants, but definitely our finalists did well. So our third place winners, they received a 3-month unlimited fitness class pass that has a value of about $120 on it. Our second place winners received a 1-year individual membership to the rack. That's valued at $281. And our first place winners received a 1-year family membership and 1 year of unlimited classes, which were valued at $1,010. So just the names here for recognition. The men's in third place, losing 18 pounds for overall weight loss of 7.96, was Dale Fahoum. In second place, losing 17 pounds for overall weight loss of 8.1%, was Joel Riesecker. And in first place, losing 28 pounds, good for an overall weight loss of 9.68%, was Mr. John White, Romulus resident himself. The women's side, third place, losing 10 pounds for an overall weight loss of 6.25%, was Donna Gilkey-Lavin. In second place, losing 32 pounds for an overall weight loss of 11.63%, was Markeisha White, Romulus resident, wife of John, I should say. And in first place, losing 22 pounds for overall weight loss of 12.5%, was Miss Constance Anderson. And definitely want to commend the 6 of those people, as well as all 163 people that signed up and committed to be fit over the winter. So,
Awesome.
thank you guys.
Good job. Thank you very much, Andy, and thanks for all that you do at the rack and all that you provide. Next up, for a short live presentation, we have Mr. Dennis Davidson, please.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Council, Deputy Clerk. Between St. John's, Councilman Wadsworth, and Reverend Willis made all my announcements for me. But we still have some other things going on. The 14th is going to be a very busy day. St. John's has their prayer breakfast in the morning. There'll be a Free Earth Day celebration held at the Rack on the 14th, and it's being called the Eco Fair 2018. Will feature eco-friendly vendors and will run from 10 a.m. till 2 in the afternoon. Of course, at 4 o'clock will be the Pucks for Pets, and then in the evening, the spaghetti dinner will be held at the Progressive Hall. The event is sponsored by Rolling Thunder, and the benefit will benefit veterans organizations. The Romulus Cemetery Board will host a spaghetti dinner at the Romulus VFW post on Friday, April the 20th. Proceeds to help purchase a new engraved headstone for Medal of Honor awardee Charles Kavetska. The annual citywide clean sweep will be held on Saturday, April 21st. Kickoff will be held at 9 a.m. All volunteers should report to the Senior Center. This year's Chamber of Commerce Person of the Year honoree is Reverend William Kren. He'll be honored with a banquet on April 27th at the Radisson Hotel, and you can call the Chamber for tickets on that. And last, the Romulus Rotary Club presents a tribute to the legends as a step back in time featuring musical greats from the 50s and 60s. The event will be held at the VFW Hall on April the 28th. Tickets for that are also available at the Chamber office. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. Now on to some of our action items tonight under my report. First up is a request that came through Kathy Ritter, Assistant DPW Director, and this is to concur with administration, extend bid 04/05-7 for an additional 3 months through June 30th of this year with HydroCorp for industrial and commercial cross-connection services at an annual contracted amount of $1,790 per month. Those funds have been verified and budgeted and come out of the Water Fund cross-connection expense account.
So move for extension bid 04/05-7 for the cross-connection program.
Support.
It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Webb, for the extension of bid 04/05-7 Cross Connection Program. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, City Council. Next up is a request that came through Lynn Conway, Purchasing Director, and Kathy Ritter, Assistant DPW Director. This is to concur the administration award ITB bid 17/18-18 to Osborne Concrete for a 2-year contract. It'll terminate 12/31/19. This is for a fixed pricing for delivery concrete and the options to renew that contract for up to 3 additional 1-year terms per the terms of the solicitation document. These funds have been verified and budgeted and hit mostly Major Street operating expense accounts. There are some local funds that are listed on your sheet.
Mr. Chair, I'll make that motion for ITB 17/18-18 for the contract pricing for Osborne Concrete for 2018 and 2019.
Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Webb, for ITB 17/18-18, contractual pricing for concrete for 2018 and 2019. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, Council. Next up is item C. This is a request to concur with administration award ITB bid 17/18-25 to the only responsible bidder, HydroCorp, for a 5-year contract to commence on July 1 of this year and to end June 30th of 2023. This is for a commercial and industrial and residential cross-connection program in a lump sum amount of $140,664 annually for the inspection and reporting services per the terms of the documents and contingent upon the final adoption of our 18-19 budget. The funds have also been verified and budgeted, and they come out of that same water sewer cross-connection expense account.
Through the chair, if I may.
Yes, Ms. Webb.
I'd like to make that motion to concur with the administration award bid ITB 17/18-27 to the most responsible bidder, MSDS Online, Inc. Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Webb, supported by Ms. Talley, and this is for ITB 17/18-25, 5-year commercial, industrial, and residential cross-connection inspection program.
Mr. Chairman, just that was for HydroCorp.
Yeah.
Is the,
Hydro.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, Council. Next up is item D, and what you have before you is a request that came through Lynn Conway, Purchasing Director, and Kathy Ritter, Assistant DPW Director. This is to concur with the administration award ITB 17/18-27 to the most responsible bidder, MSD Sun Online, Inc., for the 3-year online hazardous communication safety data sheet program for the DPW. An annual cost will be $2,889 per year. The term is to end on March 31st of 2021. The funds have been verified and budgeted and come out of the general fund, building and grounds contractual services.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make that motion to concur with an administration award bid ITB 17/18-27 to the most responsible bidder, MSD Online, Inc., for a 3-year online hazardous communications safety data sheet program for the Department of Public Works at an annual cost of $28.89 per year with a term to end on March 31st, 2021.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Talley, supported by Mr. Wadsworth for ITB 17/18-27 for the MSDS management. Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
I don't know. Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. Next up is item E. This is a recommendation from Roberto Scapitici, DPW Director, and it's to concur with the administration and award ITB bid 17/18-33 for all stainless steel repair clamps to all three companies, Core in Maine, Michigan Pipe and Valve, and Aetna Supply Company. The award would allow for DPW to purchase products on an as-needed basis from the companies having the product available at the lowest cost. These funds have been verified and budgeted and would come out of the water and sewer operating
So
supply
move,
account.
Mr. Chairman, for ITB 17/18-33 for 12 months of pricing for steel repair clamps.
Support.
Been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Roscoe for ITB 17/18-33, 12-month pricing for steel repair clamps. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. Next up is item F. This is a recommendation that came through Robert McCray, our Public Safety Director and Project Manager from George W. Auk Company themselves, and this is a request to concur with the administration and amend the city's existing contract with George W. Auk Company in the amount totaling $1,928,521 for all of the subcontract trade work, testing, allowances, reimbursable general conditions, and any contingencies for unseen conditions resulting from the ITB bid 17/18-35, which is for the new 34th District Court bid package number 1, which includes site work and contingent upon the second reading of the budget amendment that will come before you on 17/18-29.
Mr. Chair, I'll make that motion for ITB 17/18-35 for the new 34th District Court bid package number 1, site work.
I support that.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Talley for ITB 17/18-35, new 34th District Court, bid package number 1, side work. Any discussion?
Yes.
Yes, Ms. Williams.
I would like to, Bob, you're the project manager. The city of Romulus allocated a bond for 17 million for this project.
We approved bond sales in the amount of 17 million for this project, yes.
The parking lot wasn't included in that bond?
Yeah, that's all part of the project. The parking lot for the court, the library, and the parking lot right out here north of the building is all included in there.
So why is the city being requested to pay 80,000 and the library 50,000?
Because the monies that were set aside for those amounts was the city's and the library's portion to go towards that project. And now that we're moving forward with bid pack 1, those monies got to be transferred to the proper account to allow for payment.
My first question was, the 17 million, the parking lot, the entire parking lot wasn't included in that packet?
Yes, but portions of that were to be reimbursed by the city.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Bob. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth? Ms. Williams?
No.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. Next up is item G. This request came through Josh Monty, police captain, and also our legal counsel. And it's a request to concur with the administration, authorize the mayor and clerk to enter into the attached memorandum of understanding with the Western Wayne County Special Operations Team to provide resources and tactical support as needed in a prorated amount of $5,833.40 for the 2018 calendar year. Funds have been verified and sufficient funds are currently available out of state narcotic forfeiture membership and dues account.
Mr. Chair, I'll make that motion for Western Wayne County Special Operations Team, WWC SOT membership.
I support that.
Been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Talley. This is for the Western Wayne County Special Operations Team, WWCSOT membership. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. Next up is item H, and this is a request that came through Roberto Scapitici, DPW Director, and our City Attorney, Stephen Hitchcock. And this is a request to concur with administration and authorize the mayor and the clerk to enter into the attached intergovernmental agreement with Wayne County for the Middle Belt Road asphalt resurfacing project between 500 feet south of Wick Road to Goddard Road. The city's local share will be approximately $130,308, and the funds have been verified and secured through the construction project account.
So moved, Mr. Chairman, for the Middle Belt asphalt resurfacing from Wick to Goddard with the Wayne County.
Support.
It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Talley, for the Middle Belt Road asphalt resurfacing between Wick Road to Goddard Road with Wayne County. Any discussion? Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. Next up is item I. This recommendation came from Tim Keys, Economic Development, and City Attorney Stephen Hitchcock. And this is a request to concur with administration and authorize the mayor and clerk to enter into the attached DTE Energy Account Receivables Agreement and approve to pay DTE Energy $69,633.86. That's to perform work necessary to accommodate the traffic signal and installation. And there's a correction in the motion. This is Wayne and E-Course, Vining, E-Course, Henry Ruff, and E-Course, Merriman, and E-Course. So that first, where it said Wick, that is not Wick, that's Wayne and E-Course. The rest are all correct. And the funds have been verified, and that would come out of the construction bond contingency account.
Mr. Chair, I'll make that motion for the E-Course Vining Road Construction Project with the correction from Wayne and E-Course to the street Wayne and E-Course.
Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Talley, and this is for the E-Course Vining Road Construction Project with the corrections. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. Now just a couple of budget amendments. The first one is introduction budget amendment 17/18-27, and that's to amend the budget for the E-Course Road Improvements and Vining Road Extension Debt Service Fund in recognition of the bond proceeds received and interest payments due in this fiscal year.
Chair, I'll make that motion for introduction of budget amendment 17/18-27 for the E-Course and Vining Road debt service.
Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Mr. Wadsworth, for introduction of budget amendment 17/18-27. It's for the E-Course and Vining Road debt service. Any discussion? Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Webb?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. Next up is another budget amendment under item K, and this is to concur with the administration and introduce budget amendment 17/18-28 to reallocate the CDBG approved funding from the unused facade rehab program to the fire station rehab program. This reallocation of funds and program will be used to cover the anticipated increased costs for environmental abatement of lead asbestos in that building.
Through the chair, if I may,
Yes, Ms. Webb.
I'd like to make that motion to concur with the administration.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Webb, supported by Mr. Wadsworth, for introduction of budget amendment 17/18-28 Community Development Block Grant. In discussion?
I'd like to say something to Ms. Marie Lambert.
Okay.
She doesn't have to come up. I just wanted to give her a comment because I bent her ear back today, and she thoroughly explained this to me of what Wayne County does, how we receive the funding. I had sort of lost contact on how it works. But thank you so much, Maria.
Ms.
Okay.
Williams?
And I also spoke with Maria, and I explained to her my concerns about this. The original contract, the tenant was responsible to do the repairs on the inside, am I correct, Mayor?
Yes. Want to speak on that, Maria?
That is correct. They are supposed to do the repairs on the inside. Although there are some environmental issues that are inside, asbestos is one, and the lead that is around the windows. So those things have to be taken care of according to the HUD regulations before we can spend the rest of the money.
Okay, my concern was that it's a lot of money that the city is dumping into this building, that when it's all said and done, if it come to fruition, he's only gonna be paying $653. I think the city needs to look into spending the community block grant money on other programs or other individuals that's trying to bring business to the city. I mean, and that's just my opinion.
The $250,000 that we got for that was a bonus to the money that we usually get every year. So we were able to get that extra money, and we're going to create jobs and hopefully bring people downtown. And we're not using any city funds. So those are all three really good things. I'm hoping that we can get everything done this year and get a restaurant.
Well, I would say to you, Maria, and to Tim, there's other businesses in the city that have came in and seeked community block grant money. If in the future there's money available, would you please consider, helping them out also? Because I think this is a lot of money we're putting into this building for a resident that signed a contract to say that he would take care of everything inside the building. So that's just my opinion.
Thank you, Maria. All of City Council, I guess, we're always looking for new opportunities with new funding. This was, as Maria said, additional funding. It was unused from other communities. Since then, I've been at other meetings trying to get unused money for fire trucks and other opportunities. So we're gonna be there ready to try to get money. It has to meet their criteria. So we'll continue to do that. I think the more we can bring into our community and put to good use, like we did with this bonus, $250,000, we're going to keep looking for those opportunities, and we'll bring them back to the city. Thank you.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
No.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, City Council. The last budget amendment that you have is a request to concur with administration and introduce Budget Amendment 17/18-29, and that's to cover the municipal complex improvements that have been reserved for the previous fiscal year that's attached.
So,
Go ahead, Bill.
so move for introduction of Budget Amendment 17/18-29 from the general fund.
Support.
Been motion by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Roscoe for introduction of Budget Amendment 17/18-29 from General Fund. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
No.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, City Council. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Mayor.
6A1 is the clerk's report. There's a request for a half-hour study session on April 9th, 2018 at 5:30 PM to discuss Downriver Utility Wastewater Authority definitive transfer agreement.
Mr. Chair, I'll make that motion for the request for a half-an-hour study session on April 9th, 2018 at 5:30 PM to discuss Downriver Utility Wastewater Authority definitive transfer agreement.
I support that.
Been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Talley for a request for a half-an-hour study session on April the 9th, 2018 at 5:30. And this is to discuss the Downriver Utility Wastewater Authority definite transfer agreement. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Talley?
Yes.
Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Ms. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
That concludes the clerk's report.
Thank you.
6B is the treasurer's report, and City Treasurer Stacy Page does not have anything under her report this evening.
Okay.
Number 7 is public comment. And individuals who would like to address City Council must raise their hand, and when recognized by the chair, approach the podium and state their name and address. Remarks shall be limited to 3 minutes, subject to being extended an additional 3 minutes by consent of the chair. There shall be no personal attacks, and remarks shall not contain any profanity, racial, ethnic, sexual, or national origin slurs or overtones. Anyone not adhering to this rule shall lose their right to address City Council. A response to any questions and/or concerns will be provided under Agenda Item Number 8, Unfinished Business, only if the information is available. Otherwise, responses that require further investigation will be given at a later date. And we do not have any written requests this evening.
Comments from the audience? Yes, Ms. Lemon?
Good evening, Mayor, Council, Deputy Clerk Jan Lemon, lifetime resident of Romulus, Chairman of the Cemetery Board of Trustees. I'm very lucky to live in Romulus. I've lived here all my life. When I became Chairman of the Cemetery Board, the help I received was overwhelming. We had many fundraisers. People came out. The pig roast was wonderful. The euchre tournaments, people played cards, and we raised a lot of money to get a lot of things done. Excuse me. The benefit that we are holding now, I personally believe will be the most honorable one we have ever done. This Medal of Honor recipient has been in the cemetery since 1951. The funds from this spaghetti dinner will buy him a monument, and most of all, it will honor him for his service to our country. Bob McCrae has helped. I have so many people out there helping. This city comes out when we have an occasion that needs money. We only need $1,540. It's only a $10 ticket. If you don't like spaghetti and you don't want to come, please make a donation. At this spaghetti dinner, there will be a Medal of Honor itself and a letter from the President of the United States. We may never see anything like this again. When the dinner is over and this monument is paid for, there will be a military service in the cemetery, at which time these two items will also be on display. We are going to make our city very proud of this accomplishment. And I thank everybody who helps me and who participates with the cemetery board. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Lemon. Any other comments from the audience? No more comments from the audience? We'll close that part out, Deputy Clerk.
Okay, number 8 is unfinished business.
Mr. Barton?
Yes, Mr. Wadsworth?
If I can, this may take a couple minutes, but tonight we approved the bid package for the 34th Court, and I support it, and I'm going to vote to make sure it's built. I'm not excited about the monument being moved or actually the location, and I'm not excited about having to pay for the parking lot, but saying all that, I guess I should go to either the mayor or Bob, when we start pouring cement and asphalt, are we gonna give the local vendor a shot at it? Because I've asked this question for many years with different people sitting out there, Bob, and they all say, oh, yeah, but then when push comes to shove, we see trucks coming from Detroit, Sterling Heights, Farmington Hills. I mean, we have 3 cement companies, or 2 cement companies in our city. We have 3 asphalt companies in our city as local vendors. Are they gonna be given some shot at it, is my question.
Absolutely, and part of what ALCA is doing as far as our construction manager is they're not only using the mitten, which is normally where we solicit bids at, but they're also doing lists to specific local vendors. The judges at 34th District Court are very cognizant of that as well.
But I'm
Also,
glad to hear
we
that.
wanna,
I'm thrilled to hear that.
the bulk of this work on Bid Pack 1 is going to Blue Ribbon, so we're very pleased to see that they wanted to bid on that, and also we're awarded the bid. Just on a comment on the parking lot, just the total part of that, if we break it out on that bid award for the parking lot replacement is $400,000. If you break down the percentages, as far as how much it would cost, with percentage of hard surface, City Hall would be spending $168,000.
Okay.
Library $108,000, and the court would be $124,000. So the court is allowing, we're only putting the 50 and the 80 towards that. So we would not be able to do these repairs without the court getting some
And
assistance.
I say I'm in favor of the court, and I definitely am. That's why I'm not gonna pick and choose what I vote for as this project goes along, unless, the increase goes through the roof or something.
Yeah.
But those are my concerns.
The amount of work that's required in that parking lot to repair it and replace it,
Okay, so
the 50 and the 80 we're putting towards it would not be able to do that work, so.
Okay, because I was kind of being on the library board, but I was told that we had to pay $50,000 for the parking lot. I mean, I wasn't thrilled about that either. Okay, thank you.
On the local vendor also, now with the new purchasing ordinance that council passed, the local vendors will have preference as well too.
As
And
long
I can
as
tell you the
they're
meetings
reasonable with
that,
their pricing.
the meetings that I've been in with the judges and with AUK, they're very clear on supporting local, so we'll make sure of that. Thank you.
You are on that? Yep. Both of us are. All right, good. Thank you.
Ms. Williams has a comment.
And I would just like to say that I'm proud to see that we're getting a new court, but at the same time, when this was all agreed on, I was not on council, and I didn't understand why we would go from $11 million bond to a $14 million bond to a $17 million bond and not include the parking lot. That was my concern.
Number 9 is new business. 10, communication.
On the communication, just a shout out to University of Michigan basketball team for making the Final Four.
Mr. Chairman, if I could, also their hockey team is in the Frozen Four championship too, so a lot of activity happening at U of M right now. Also, if I could, under communication, Mr. Chair, I just want to give a shout out. Ellen and Stan are off on a trip, getting looked at. Keep them in your thoughts and prayers. We hope that they can get what he needs for treatment and get him healthy. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
Number 11 is warrant 18-06.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to pay warrant 18-06 as follows. General Fund, $68,327.23. Major Street Fund, $5,597.64. Local Street Fund, $10,408.54. Cable TV, $4.50. Merriman Road Special Assessment, $209.78. Oakwood SAD, $754.86. Garbage and Rubbish Collection Fund, $84,831.04. CDBG, 75 cents. 9/11 Service Fund, $1,085.16. Narc Forfeiture State, $636.01. Library Fund, $10,735.23. DDA, $223.08. Tifa District Number 2, $4,534.90. Beverly Rose Special Assessment District, $8,160. 2014 Capital Improvement Bonds, $174.60. Court Building Construction Fund, $181,391.73. Vining Road Extension E-Course Construction, $51,111.25. Vining Road Extension E-Course Construction, $51,100, oh, I said that, I'm sorry. Water and Sewer Fund, $729,859.24. Motor Vehicle, $23,447.73. Technology Services, $20,566.23. Retirees Insurance Benefits is $190,075.43. Property and Liability Self-Insurance, $10,000. Revolving Fund, $59,474.74. Revolving Fund is, current tax, $11,843.11. Payroll Fund, $83,499.92, for a grand total of $1,556,952.70.
Support.
It's been motioned by Ms. Talley, supported by Ms. Roscoe, and this is to pay warrant number 18-06 for $1,556,952.70. Ms. Talley,
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe,
Yes.
Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth,
Yes.
Ms. Webb,
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Warrant number 18-06 will be paid.
Number 12 is adjournment.
So moved.
Support.
It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Roscoe for adjournment. Mr. Wadsworth, Ms. Roscoe,
Yes.
Ms. Williams, Ms. Webb,
Yes.
Ms. Talley.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. We are adjourned. Thank you.